Guys, we gotta talk about something very important that I just discovered on the chart. So, I'm very excited about making this video. Now, as of now, it's late at night, it's 10 p.m. So I was looking at the charts, I was drawing some very nice lines, and I discovered something very, very interesting. So what I was actually doing, I was looking at the charts, the bear market over here, and I want to find some kind of chart that had a previous bear market. And I want to figure out whether the previous bear market and this bear market has anything in common. And I think I discovered something very, very nice. Now, the title of the video is Cardano and everything like that, but it's more about altcoins. It's more about everything else. There is a very important message over here right now. And it just might be that we are just about to do the unthinkable. So let me show you what I actually found out. So over here I was sitting and I was drawing some very nice lines. And I was, going over here and putting some kind of lines, it's nice line and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what, let's start over here and, draw lines up here. And then we'll see how this actually played out, how this actually is playing out now, right? So I started drawing these, very, very nice lines over here. And I was thinking like, this line is very, very nice over here. This is the last pivot point. So let's take the last pivot point and just draw a nice line. And I was like, oh my God, look at that line. That is actually a legitimately nice line. And if we had been anywhere over here and we have been looking at this chart over here, in previous bear market, we would assume as soon as this line breaks, it's gonna just go, right? Because this is a legit line. It is very, very nice line. Now, it's not very on the dollar, but that doesn't matter whether you're trying to find some kind of patterns. But it is legitimately nice lines. So I was like, maybe we have something, similar that's happening over here. There is some kind of line up here that goes something like this up here, and that we need to break and explode towards the upside. So I was looking at that, and I was starting drawing some kind of lines over here. So this was the first line. I was like, okay, this last pivot point over here. It goes a little bit down here like this, and this looks very, very nice. Its hit is over here, 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 here. It's very, very nice lines. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe from over here, because this top up here, there is a nice line up here. I was like, oh my God, look at that. There is actually a very, very nice line. So right now, the way I see this chart over here previously, this very steep trend line over here, and this trend line up here, as soon as this trend line is actually broken, that's gonna go, right? At least you think so. So I was actually looking at a little bit more on that. And I was like, let's make this into a channel. And I was like pulling it down here. I was like, wow, that's a nice channel because, over here you got bottoms, you got a tops, you got a retest, top, you got some zigzag bottom down here. It's not on the dollar, but it gives you perception of what's happening. I was like, you know what, let's double that towards downside over here and see how it played out. Corona dumped down exactly on the dollar, doubling that before going up in this bigger channel, zigzagging and towards the upside. I was like, what on the dollar? Very, very nice, right? And I was like, can we do this over here? Can we double this line towards downside? Can we first of all, can we make a nice channel? I was like, well, that looks like a nice channel. Look at this over here. Bottom down here, bottom over here, top, some kind of top up here, not on the dollar, bottom down here. And right now we are zigzagging into it. And I was like, does this bottom correspond to the previous bottom? So I was checking that out and I was doubling these lines over here towards downside. Bam! We got a same kind of pattern right now that we kind of had, in previous bull market. Now, what are chances of that, right? What are chances of that? Because it does play out kind of the same way, right? And over here, I actually drew it over here so you can see it side by side. Let me just remove the moving averages over here on the chart. And these are the two patterns that, we have right now on the chart. This is what we drew. This is what we have right now, a little bit towards downside, give or take. But it is the kind of same pattern, right? So over here, we had, this big dump towards downside. You can see a big dump towards downside. Then we hit some kind of bottom and, zigzag, create this top up here and a pull back and broke towards downside. Bottom went up here towards the top side over here, pulled back, broke to the bottom down here, went all the way to the bottom, doubling that. And from the bottom, all the way towards the top, from the bottom all the way towards the top, we had this 40% pullback that we've been talking about for a long time, zigzagging up here. And look what's happening right now, guys. We are going up again towards the same resistance level up here. Gonna zigzag up here a little bit, zigzag up here a little bit. And after that, guys, I gotta tell you guys, this is gonna go. We don't have a lot of time left, guys. This is gonna go. This is gonna go. Isn't it beautiful? But there is more. There is more. And I was thinking, like, if this played out this way, is there a probability it's gonna play out exactly the same way, considering the time frames, and you know, take as long time? So I was like, yeah, but if you break up now, you know, we are always used to say 2025 is the bull market top, you know, give or take, maybe first half of 2025, give or take. But I was thinking maybe it's gonna come in December 2024. Maybe that is just the case. So what I did over here, right over here from the breakout, right from the breakout, give or take, all the way towards top up here, that's 248 bars. 248 days it took it from the breakout towards top. So we can actually pump for 7-8 months, 7-8 months towards the upside. We can actually do that. I mean, the first stop came a lot faster. First stop came up here in May 2021, so that was less 140 days. But the second top up here came 246 from 48 days. So I was thinking, like, if this goes right now towards the upside up here and uses, you know, 248 days, we are right now in somewhere in October, November up here. October, November, if it breaks up towards upside up here right now. Isn't that nice? So it just might be the case that we might hit the, December 2024, because we have not yet broken out here. So we are having this halvening. Let me see if we can put the halvening indicator up here. Halvening events, no, not cooldown, halvening events, there you go. This indicator over here. So right over here, there was the halvening, and right now we're gonna have halvening in April 15. So give or take up here. So you can see up here, just before we actually, we hit the halvening up here, and after that we zigzagged, sideways, we had pulled back. The time frames are a little bit different whether we start going up or down. But this zigzagging pattern, just before you break the resistance level up here, and you can see up here right now, we have started that zigzag pattern up here. Zigzag pattern. It could take a little bit time. Let's assume this does take a little bit time before we actually break some kind of majestic line up here towards up. Let's say we wait all the way to the halvening before we actually go towards the upside. Okay, let's do that, and let's zoom out a little bit up here. So from the halvening, 246 days of pumping, right? From the halvening, 246 days, 246 days. Where is the 46? Give or take. It comes in December. Where is that? Let me just put like this up here. 18 December 2024. And I think that might just be the case, that we're gonna hit, the bull market top somewhere before the 2024. Now, there is a very good reason why I think that. Now, we have been saying that, after 2025, sometimes, in first half 2025, first quarter of 2025, that is when bull market top is gonna hit in. Now, this is just, wild guess, because previously it's played out that way, but this shows that it just might be before the 2024 ends. And the reason for that might be, and I'm going to tell you, the reason for that, it's taxes. Since we started this Bitcoin bull market rally in 1st of January 2023 on the dollar, as soon as the new year, people are finished shooting the rockets, we start pumping on the 1st of January. So if you look at our Bitcoin chart over here, exactly on the 1st of January, you can zoom in very, very nicely. Exactly on the 1st of January, this is the first one. See this green candle? We started pumping. So as soon as we hit that, the buys started piling in. And the reason for that is because they are waiting for the taxes, and they can, start doing stuff right now, right? 2023, September, November, October, November, December, new January was all the way up here at 42K. And the 2024 up here comes in December up here, give or take. There we go. So right now we are having this, next move towards the upside up here that might actually come before the end of 2024, just so they can sell the top before the new year ends, because of, taxes and stuff like that. That might just be the case. And it's all based on how Cardano actually played out before, right? Now, it's not the case that it's gonna be that way. We only look at I only looked at Cardano because Cardano has a very nice chart. Previous bear market, it was, you know, stable enough. It was popular enough to, you know, people have been trading indecently. It doesn't have these, you know, big extreme moves and stuff like that, right? But the chart actually plays out the same. The chart actually plays out the same. So this is the line, guys. For you Cardano guys that are watching the video, this is the line up here. This stop, these stops up here, give or take. We might adjust it a little bit. I'm gonna, you know, try to, you know, make a nicer line out of this one later on. But as soon as this line over here is broken, because right now we are in this, you know, went to the bottom up here. We're gonna probably zigzag up here a little bit, you know. But as soon as this breaks towards the upside, not only Cardano, guys, not only Cardano, everything goes up. So my message in this video is right now, guys, you don't have a lot of time left.